Welcome to another edition of Zacks Rank by. I am Brian Bolin, and I am the aggressive growth stock strategist here at Zacks. And I got two more stocks for your aggressive growth radar screen, and these are both shipping names. Let's just jump right into it. The first name that I have is Teekay Tankers. And Teekay Tankers, as you can see up here, it's TNK. It's a Zacks Rank number one. It's just about all of my Zacks Rank buys are going to be. It's got a B for growth and a B for value. Normally, I like to see a little divergence there, but I'm going to take it because this is a theme play, and we're talking about tankers because of the unrest in the Middle East, mostly the Red Sea, and I think these tankers all have good opportunity here. I'm going to note here that they pay a dividend, $1 a share. Normally on a growth stock, you don't want to see a dividend at all, because we want that money that they make to be reinvested in the business. And a dividend payer is synonymous with a value stock. We don't necessarily like that, but for this particular episode, we're going to go with it. Okay, so that's TK Tankers. Let's go to the numbers that we always love to see. All right, are they beating the number? Yes, 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 and then a no most recently, but still has a good average. So, one miss in there, we're not gonna stone them to death. We're not gonna sink this ship just because it missed one time. We care about earnings estimates here at Zacks, and we can see 350 up to 383, but then back down to 368. So it's still an up from 350 from a month ago. Next quarter, 298 to 347. I like to see that. That's an upward move. And then for the full year, which is basically over the 1518 to 1535, which is great. And then the real big numbers here, big movement from an 818 to $14 for next year. It's going to be a little earnings decrease from 1535, but you're going to have that here and there. It's still good earnings growth, better estimates coming in for the most part. Let's cheat a little bit and take a look at our sales. 61% growth this year in sales, and now a contraction, and that's why we have a lower EPS number. But I think that contraction could turn itself around, because we're probably going to see shipping rates move higher due to the conflict that's going on in the Red Sea, and a rising tide lifts all ships, as they like to say. So keep that in mind for the estimates going forward. Okay, only 4 times forward estimates. That's really, really low. Of course, showing very small growth here at 2%. Price to book is 1.39, so your value players are going to love this. Price to sales is also 1.39. And look at our operating margins, 37 to 36, 37.5 to 38 point. We'll call it 7. So almost a 20 basis point move there in margins. So more margins, more earnings when there's revenue growth. And there is. All right, so let's take a look at the chart here. And we can see, we'll go back here to the pandemic. Everyone's going to die. Doesn't really die. Shipping just kind of hangs out here. We're still going to ship. While there was a tech recession, this stock took off. Then we base out for a little bit, and then we're shooting back higher. So there's your general theme. I like to show the difference between the lines that gives you the earnings growth. As long as there's good earnings growth, you're going to like it. Look at this big jump in earnings, up and down there, though. All right, so that is TK Tankers. It's TNK is our ticker right there. All right, let's go ahead and jump to our next one. It's Pangaea Logistics Solutions. It's a mouthful there. Pangaea Logistics Solutions. PANL is the ticker. It's a Zacks Rank number one. It's a strong buy. And oh my gosh, how did I choose this one? I was just blinded by the fact that it was a number one, and must not have seen that we got an A for value and an F for growth. Woo, something we'll never see again as long as I live, hopefully. They pay an even bigger dividend, 4.7%, 40 cents per share. And we can see the charts looking pretty good. But a little bit of pullback here from 950 to 850, 843 right now. Let's take a look at the numbers that we love to see for Pangaea Logistics. So a miss, a gigantic beat, a miss, and a gigantic beat. Some people would then suggest, well, this next number that's going to come here is going to be a miss. Not necessarily. It doesn't work like that. But we can see where earnings estimates have gone. We can see over the last 60 days, 43 cents up to 44. That's a penny. No estimate just yet for next quarter. We're going to get that pretty soon. 96 going to 97 cents. That's the penny right there. $1.02 to $1.22. That feels like a 20% move for next year. Just about, right? 20 cents on $1.02. Just a hair underneath it. We'll call it 19%. All right, let's cheat. I love to cheat. And we're going to see revenue contraction this year, down 25% on your revs. Not what you want to see, but next year we're pulling back up. So it's kind of the opposite of what we've seen here in TK for PANL. All right, and what do we got for valuation? Gotta love it. 7 times forward earnings. There's that contraction that we don't like, but that's going to turn around. We're buying this company right at book value. So the assets on the books are worth what the company is worth. But keep in mind there's an underlying business, which, margins of about 7%. A little bit of decrease in margins there. So not exactly what we want to see, but they can turn that around, especially with the growth. Okay, let's look at the chart. Everyone's going to die here, but shipping is solid, and they don't get quite the move that TK got in 2022. But just recently, and after this most recent beat, this stock has moved higher. And that's definitely thanks to the problem in the Red Sea and Middle East. So as that area continues to be inflamed, you're going to see shipping rates move higher. Now, we don't have what we love to see. We're seeing these numbers move a little bit lower, right? And I don't even see the 25 and the 24 number. Not exactly what we want to see. But again, I'm a believer in the idea that conflict is not over. We still have things to work out in the Middle East and in the Red Sea particularly. So I like these two shippers, PANL and TNK. Well, that's it for this week. Be sure to join us next time when I profile 2 more stocks for your aggressive growth radar screen. And until then, why don't you go to Zacks.com/promo to check out all of our latest promotions.